Right. Era chikanjagala zibeera asatu zokka. Sagala kusukkawo, sagala kudda, sagala kusukkawo, sagala. Please. I want bannayuganda bannange leero sigenda kubabuuza. Leero sigenda kubaako kye mbakola naye njagala please tag for me Owiny Dollo. Njagala mumuntagingire wano ajje. I have his message. I have his message. I want you guys, first and foremost, I just want to take out, or cough out, or speak out a disclaimer. This video may contain strong language. Video yange eno eyinza okubanga erimu strong language. Viewers of sensitive whatever, please. Abantu abayine emmeme ntono, please video yange eno mubeere nga temugisemberera. Kubanga bana abasajja bwe tutabamukira tetwebikka. President waffe yatugamba nti bw'obanga oyina ebigambo by'ogenda okwogera, please banga ojjako enkofiira. Era leero enkofiira ya people power sigirina. Bino ebigambo bye ngenda okwogera leero. These words I'm going to say now. Byange nganze Kojja Omugezi. I want to tell all Museveni apologists. I want to tell all those who are paid to talk and act stupid. Because I have seen this, that Museveni, because he is used to this, now he wants people like Owiny Dollo, omuntu gwe tukeera ku machane tuwa respect, omuntu gwe tukeera ku machane tukuteekaawo, to come and talk and intimidate. Fe tuli bakoowu mwe basajja mmwe. Tuli bakoowu. Sebo Owiny Dollo, njagala musharinge video eno. Mwongereyo video eno. Njagala musharinge video eno. Bannange leero this time nkoze video ez'omuddiringanwa naye ngenda kubulako. I want, guys, please share this video, forward this video, tell this is the message, because people like Owiny Dollo and all your panelists, you think we can do what we are supposed to do at last. We are not going to do what you guys think. Tetugenda kola mweche musinga. So today, Owiny Dollo vuddeyo n'osesema. You came out and start vomiting that you abide by the Constitution. You signed the oath to protect the Constitution of the land. But when you came out, that is not what the Constitution tells you to do. That shows you nti Museveni mbeera mu kasenge eyo. Kubanga alina akasenge kakutwalamu. Oba akusiyaga busiyazi, oba akukola ki. I told you guys that this video may contain strong language. Museveni gyakutwala eyo mu kasenge, oba akusiyaga, oba akukola ki. You came out and started coughing out this.
On behalf and that of the court, my sisters and brothers sitting over this case. As you said, Learned Attorney, I was quite clear, or at least I thought I was. The last time we sat here, I spoke in no uncertain terms on how we will conduct the modus operandi, how we will conduct ourselves. The matter you've brought before us today, you fear it is a scheme to bias this court or to intimidate or blackmail this court by the vilification of a number of justices of this court, including the Chief Justice. I just want to say this. The lordships, as is provided for in the Constitution, took an oath to protect the Constitution. In the oath, we all took oath, and I'll read it out verbatim. Each one of us said, I will well and truly exercise the judicial functions entrusted to me, and will do right to all manner of people in accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda as by law established, and in accordance with the laws and usage of the Republic of Uganda, without fear, favor, affection, or ill will. Guided by these principles, contained in the oath we took when we become judges, one, a matter which circulates outside of court, we do not attach any importance to it. As you rightly said, if anybody has a grievance, if anybody has any issue to raise with any of the judges here, this is the forum. They come before us, present their case, and we attend to it without fear, without favor, without affection or ill will. Let me also say this. Fortunately, I know the Chief Justice of Uganda very well. I think I've known him since childhood. If anyone thinks he can intimidate, he can blackmail, he can induce with favors that Chief Justice of Uganda, then he's heading for a crash against a huge rock.
So, abawuliriza abange, mwenna njagala mba interpreting this idiot what he was saying. I'm very sorry, Owiny Dollo, I don't have any respect for you. Because first and foremost, the Constitution of Uganda, the oath that you signed, does not give you powers to come and sit there ng'olina n'ebbye ennyuma ng'otambula n'omusulo eyenkala gy'otambula nayo ojje otandika okuintimidating abantu. If you know, omanyi problem gye muli ne Uganda, the problem you people have is when you hear that they are calling you my lord, like this Owiny Dollo. The problem you have, because Museveni gave you cars, whereas nge Jehova there is no netata wote yaina wadde motoka. Museveni gave you air-conditioned cars. Museveni, instead of paying you like a judge or like a supreme judge, he's just paying you like an agent. That's why you have the capacity to come and start intimidating Ugandans. This is why you guys, you have agreed to come and your brain, that's why your brain ceased to exist, because there is no judge. In this, I've been in Europe for years and years. Even if when they were trying Osama bin Laden, who has killed lots of people, even if they were trying, you can never speak such a language. So what you are doing is, this is what Museveni cadres, this is how they speak. This is how Museveni cadres speak. Where did you hear that there is someone who is trying to intimidate you? Tell me something. Because we are not trying to intimidate you. Mind you, from the bottom of your heart, ochimanyi no neyo maski jo yambade, neyo underwear jolina. Let's hope unto yambala underwear. Ochitegera. Neyo socks zolina. Those are all our money. That is all our money. So, as per the constitution of Uganda, we have the right okera kumachane tukugamba nti jawenkala yawo today. Jawenkala yo jije wo Owiny Dollo chimanyi go chimanyi nti we don't want you to be into that case because you are a cadre. You are paid to talk and act stupid. That's why your brain ceases to exist and you come up and talk like you are talking like omuntu ali amateur. Professional judges don't talk like that. Professional judges sit down and see. If they don't have confidence in you, ask yourself, why? What have I done? You don't just come here and you start intimidating Ugandans. Because we know twakutlaba Congo genze wa Museveni. Oba Museveni yakusiyaga, that's why you end up talking like an idiot. I'm very sorry for the language that I'm using. Bana abasajja batumanyira nnyo. Naye njagala okubakakasa, I want to assure you guys, the Chief Justice, you, Owiny Dollo, waki Museveni teyatekawo Butera, oba Katurebe, oba nani? Why did he put you there? Ochola, why did you put you there? Enanga, why did he put you there? Because he wants to spoil you. At the end of the day, he doesn't want his guys or his gang to be involved. To get the mass.
Because one of the things the Lord God denied him is fear. Once he has conviction that what he's doing is right, and if it is a judicial function, he's doing it in accordance with his understanding of the law as he has applied to the evidence, you may have to make a discovery that the person you think you know, you do not. So, speaking for the Chief Justice, whom I know very well, Counsel, rest assured that whatever is circulating outside there will have no bearing in how this court will determine the matter before us. As a matter of fact, this application came after the alleged utterances. Then that is evidence that what was being said there was idle talk.
Astaghfirullah al-azim. But nanga okumanya Museveni has reduced to our country. Mwabalaba video yangeno. Museveni has reduced our country to okulaba abantu ngaba chief judge, a judge like this, who has a PhD in law. Because you know Owiny Dollo, you know it very clear that Museveni arrested Bobi Wine and he put him under house arrest. Because you guys were targeting those 10 days to submit the petition. You know deep inside your empty head that Bobi Wine was arrested and he was under house arrest. So now you want to make yourself stupid that my DSTV was not on. This is how you guys, Museveni has reduced you guys. This is how Kakati Mwagala, because you said that our petition, our evidence, our affidavit is dated before. Therefore, it is not relevant. Why do you agree to act like Museveni? Museveni did not go to school. Museveni failed P2B. He did not even see the blackboard. Why do you sell your soul? Because when Museveni will be leaving this country, he will leave it alone. Owiny Dollo, you know for sure that your children are in USA. You know for sure that we can find your children. Why do you agree Museveni abakozesa ebintu ebyobusiru webiti? Ekintu kino kinuma nnyo.
It was meant for whatever reason, but I consider it idle talk. Because if somebody truly has no confidence in me, he will not come before me. See,
if somebody doesn't have confidence in you, it will depend on your words that you are talking. Njagala okubakakasa, mwe stupid you are. we think for our context, the context of coming to the Supreme Court, we knew the outcome. We knew the outcome of the Supreme Court. That's why we came there. And you have categorically, clearly demonstrated the outcome of the what? Because there is no court that can take away or that can chase away the evidence. Tewali yo court munsi yonna. Kubanga, the case is circular law. Yet, in order to come to a verdict of a case, you have to have evidence. So when you are bluffing into, if you don't have confidence in me, we came to you, we came to you, Judge Dollo, to prove your stupidity, so that you can demonstrate your stupidity. And now there you are demonstrating your stupidity.
Remedies. The first thing he would have done was to come to me and say, I want to proceed with my case, but I want you out. I want Judge A out, Judge B also out. This has not happened, meaning that was just idle talk, whatever the purpose was, assuming it was done. So I give you the assurance, we will proceed with this application, we'll proceed with the petition, and nobody should have the fear that we will favor any person or we bear ill will against any person. We'll act according to the dictates of our oath. And for me, the only thing I fear is my conscience. If I go home and I don't sleep after hearing a case, then something is wrong.
Judge Owiny Dollo, this demonstrates to you that you are, you inhale carbon dioxide. You don't inhale oxygen. I want to tell you, even that guy who commanded the raid at the UN office in Kororo slept well. Kubanga you go and smoke drugs, you go and use drugs, you go and be under the influence of alcohol. Because I need to breathalyze you to make sure that what is your volume? What is your alcohol volume? Because there is no normal person who talks like this. You go home and you speak properly. Museveni has killed millions and millions of Ugandans. He goes home and he sleeps properly. So that one kugende wa mweneweba ko bulungi. Nga Museveni, Owiny Dollo, I want you to prove to me genda ku William Street otambulenga toliko mujasi. If you want to know that Ugandans are tired of you, genda mu kikubo otambulenga toli muja nga tolina wa police. Kubanga mutambula nga mwenna Museveni abagadinga. So sleeping at home neweba ko bulungi nonyampulukuka, that does not justify into you are a true man. That one doesn't justify, because you are living in another what? Where do you come from, Owiny Dollo? You come from the north. How many people have died in the north? Tugenze maso.
I wake up and rethink. But when I make a decision and I go and sleep until morning, then I know I am at peace with my conscience.
Hear this fool. Hear this fool.
Not what you think of me, but what my belief is. We are not opposed to fair criticism. I said this before. And the positions we hold, we expect criticism.
Kakati Dolabant, you are criticizing, you are contradicting yourself. In the beginning, you said there is nobody who will intimidate me. There is nobody who will do what. You are just speaking. He transfers his minds into your minds. That's why you are speaking like a kada here. You are speaking crash. Museveni is fond of saying crash, crash. That's why all Museveni apologists here, they all speak the same words. Abantu supporting Museveni, they seem to be living on planet Mars. In Uganda, they don't see that there is no medication. They don't see that the roads in Uganda, they need to be attended to. They don't see that the economy of Uganda needs to be attended to. But they are paid to talk and act stupid. That's why their brain ceases to exist. Kat, you are contradicting yourself. Tugenze maso.
But criticize my conduct, criticize my decision, tear it to pieces, but why attack my person? When you know I do not have the opportunity to stand up there and respond to you. First of all, it is cowardly. Because you know I do not have the opportunity to stand up there and respond to you. Indeed, if the learned Attorney General had not raised it, we would have kept quiet. But I thank you that you did. It's given me the opportunity to let everybody, all and sundry, know that you can choose to vilify us 1,000 times. But when you come before us, that one will ignore. If you have a good case, I will decide in your favor. That notwithstanding.
It's not about having a good case. It's having a justifiable case. It's not having... How do you determine a good case? Because I can claim, I can come up and I claim, I can have an allegation. How do you justify a good case? Mwabakola law. You justify a good case by the evidence given to you. Kati stupid you are, you denied our legal team the 129 affidavits that pins Museveni that he stole the elections. How do you justify a good case? To you, Owiny Dollo, I know you are paid to talk and act stupid. Now take me through a good case. Gwo musango mulungi, omusango guli heavy, guli ruda, omusango mulungi je gujoli. Which is a good case to you? Is it a good case whereby you promise Museveni something of next year because you know for sure, you know deep inside your coconut that Museveni is going to be the president? You know deep inside you, Judge Owiny Dollo, muchimanyi bulungi nnyo. Basajja mwe mugwana kuocha. You guys mugwana kuocha mwenna. Ate njagala okubagamba nti you are forcing us to do what we are supposed to do at last. Ochitegera. Bino byonna byoyogera. There is nobody who is intimidating you. There is nobody who is intimidating you. I want to tell you this. Ugandans put you there in order to exercise your judicial powers. Can you say that 1 + 1 is 2? Or you can say that 1 + 1 is 50. That's all what we want from you. We don't want you to come there and start. That's not what we want from you. We want you to act like a judge. Failure to act like that judge, then we go to the public court. I want to promise you guys, if we go to the public court, the consequences and the outcomes, I repeat, if we conduct, because we wanted to use all the venues. We started from, why don't you talk about the nomination? Why don't you talk about our supporters who are innocently jailed, who are incarcerated in military detentions? Why don't you talk about them? Because you are paid to talk and act stupid. Basajja mwe abali e Uganda mmwe. Basajja mwe abali e Uganda mmwe. Mwefuula nnyo abasiru. It is very, very sad muna Uganda gwatanavaayo kulaba bintu bino. It is very, very sad gwe muna Uganda atanavaayo kulaba which is which. It is very sad gwe muna Uganda atasobola ku justifying which is which. And what is your intention? What is your intention? I might exceed 30 minutes because these are guys who needs to be addressed in a plain language. Naye njagala okubakakasa. Judge Council Segona avuddeyo n'akugamba. Look back. in the 2000 and was it 2016, all what happened, you know for sure our witnesses, balira kunsiko. You know for sure there is a massive abduction going place in Uganda because you tebana kwa abductingira mwana wo. That's why ojawo nenkalayo. No tandiko kusesema bino byoyogere byekisiru. Kati what is the context of taking a child to school? What? Why? Lwaki otwala omwana ku ssomero ng'omusajja alina PhD? Nze Kojja Omugezi, I simply have a flat BA. Naye omusajja alina PhD na reasoning to that reasoning. I cannot even reason that. Because when you started that case, you signed an oath, but you are not following it. Simanyi obanywa maluwa? Simanyi obonywa aki? You have to be under the influence of something. But that one I know is because you are paid to talk and act stupid. Where Judge Owiny Dollo, bazaddebo abakuwerera, are they proud of you? Even if they are live. I know you are watching us on Facebook because there is non-Ugandan media that can broadcast this. It is we on Facebook that broadcast this. Bazaddebo, where your parents are, who took you to school, when they see you coughing out shit, when they see you just, instead of using your brain, instead of using your forehead to think, you just think from the back. Fellow Ugandans, we went to the court. We knew all what. For omulimu gwaffe tuliwo kulabisa. Fe omulimu gwaffe tuliwo kulabisa. Kati you came out and you say plan B. Oyo besije wamwe yamanyi plan B. Fe plan yaffe, our plan, our main plan is to take out Museveni from power by using all means available. I repeat, Honorable Kyagulanyi, His Excellency, the President-elect, doesn't have any alternative plan. The only plan is to use all venues, but first using the law. Should you guys show us that the law does not exist in Uganda, because we are going to use all venues. So now, should you show us that even the judges can be... Imagine, you don't even give time to the lawyers, to Museveni's lawyers, to okwogera okubako kyebogera. Where you have become a lawyer, that is, you have become a lawyer, you are the judge, that is a kangaroo court. That is a clear kangaroo court. That's why even Judge Guti, he can be happy to attend someone who is not a military person. Nga segirinya bwe yabagambye nti Judge Guti kati ne bona ayomba ne mukazi wo bajja mukuletera. Ugandans, lwaki naddala mmwe mukkiriza Museveni abakozesa ebintu nga bino? Kyemugamba temuyina maaso. Kyemugamba Museveni asobola okukeera ku makya n'abagamba mwebake n'obwana bwammwe obw'emyaka 2. Judge Owiny Dollo, can Museveni tell you to sleep with your 2-year-old child? Can you do that? So if you can't, then come out to the court and swallow the pin and you say, I'm out of this. Don't intimidate us, because we've been intimidated for long. We've been intimidated. Honorable Kyagulanyi, His Excellency, President-elect, was intimidated. Mumukozesezzaako all sorts of intimidation. Mukedde kumacha mumusibyeko mundu that he has got guns. Instead, okulaba ebintu ng'ebyo. As a judge. By the way, Judge Owiny Dollo, I don't know whether you still have Google in Uganda. Just Google, who is a judge? Because that my lord title you are holding, it is a title that is given to someone who is respectable. Or it is a way how to address a judge. It doesn't mean that if they call you my lord, then you are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Never. It doesn't mean that when they call you judge, then you are close to Jesus Christ or Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You are none other than a blood clot. You are none other than a sperm clot. You are none other than. You are none other than. You can go to toilet. When you go to toilet, even if you open up outside, oyinza okubanga ogenda ne mu toilet n'oteenaaza n'otambula ne B. Oyinza okubanga ogenda ne mu toilet n'otanaaba na musulo ng'otambula nago mu underwear yo. Let's hope you wear an underwear. Gega nagasajja ge mutusibyeko. Mbu you can charge, you can whatever, determine the fate of Uganda. Gwe gwatasobola na kugenda mu toilet n'otawaaza. What kind of a judge are you? So, where are they heading yuko muna Uganda? Kubanga wano mbadde addressing oyo Owiny Dollo yesiriwaza. Wano weba heading because Museveni all along wants to see Kyagulanyi azzaako ki. Wano muna Uganda wenjagalo sharing a video eno. Museveni wants to see what, because he has been provoking us. Nabagambye waneggulo naye bagamba nti yakwata abaana ekalangala. He's been provoking us, committing mistakes after mistakes. Kubanga he is a master of violence as he thinks. He thinks we can tusobola okuvaayo. Kyagulanyi is very, very clever. Agenda kusooka aba studying. Naye the day Kyagulanyi will announce what next. Mwe na mujja kwefukira. Mwe na mugenda kera kumacha mugambe nti eno Uganda yaffe, eno Uganda mwe tubeera, mwe na bajaji Owiny Dollo mugenda kudduka mu Uganda. Kyagulanyi is a very brave man. He's going to sit down and watch. Mwe muna intimidating abasegona, nebe muna intimidating abani. This time we came to fight. And we know who we are fighting with. We know who we are fighting with. To studying Museveni since the 60s up until now. So you are not going to intimidate us. We knew the fate of this case. We knew we cannot get anything. We knew tuchimanyi mwenna abakolera Museveni. We know all of you, from the vice president to anybody here. Tuchimanyi Museveni wabatuusa abatwala mu state house ne mutandika okunyonka amaberege. Nemutandika okubeereyo ayina Museveni byabawa. That's why all of you Museveni cadres, you have the same thinking. Every time mulinganga ababeera ku rehearsal, every time you come out to present something, you have the same thinking, and you are not afraid of talking and acting stupid in front of the public. You are not afraid. You are not. What Byabakama was saying is what you, Owiny Dollo, you are saying. What you are saying is Judge Chibita. That's what he's going to say. What you are saying, that 9, the 8 of you, kubanga he goes nabari hasoringa, talk like this, talk stupid, act stupid. That's why you end up not having your brain. Kati gwe jaji mwemwe nabali oko mujja genda okulaba ngencha mu kutembwa ngencha mu kutente nga mutambudde obwerere, because you have decided to sell your soul. It is very painful bana Uganda, but it's not yet painful, because His Excellency Kyagulanyi, they are provoking him. Bam provoking bagala kumanya chicha zako. We are going to follow you up until the last, because we know for sure tewali koti sobola gana bujulizi, because ekirezawo koti, ekireza judge, ekirezawo barrister, ekireta director of public prosecution, ekireta everybody is to determine, to weigh the evidence. Is it enough? It is the evidence that determines the case. Omuntu abera n'obujulizi nga buli transparent, nga buli justifiable, ya winning a case. If why Museveni yechaleta, why everything that Museveni has brought, why you don't want to go into it? Lwaki mwagala? Because now che mwagala omusango gusinge Kyagulanyi aliyirire Electoral Commission, Kyagulanyi aliyirire Museveni, Kyagulanyi aliyirire Director of Public Prosecution ne IGG, ne Inspector General, whatever you. That is what you are driving at. Nenjagala okubakakasa. mwagala plani mwazikola mwagala ne Kyagulanyi kumujjako byonna byalina because guno omusango mugenda kumusingisa era gwe you've the very same Owiny Dollo you will cough out this verdict that you found no substantial evidence that Museveni rigged election. This is going to be your statement. Njagala kano mukasalemu. I want you guys to download this and tag Owiny Dollo that his final verdict is going to be that Museveni did not rig elections. There were some irregularities, but that does not justify that the election can be nullified. That is how you guys are going to come up with the final verdict. And you are going to say that Kyagulanyi and his team and his NUP team has to pay President Yoweri Museveni. Kyagulanyi has to pay the Electoral Commission. Kyagulanyi has to pay the Inspector General. The Attorney General. That is the final verdict you are going to come up with. Nenjagala kugamba. Instead of addressing the kidnappings, instead of putting the kidnappings, instead of accepting the evidence, we have the masses. That's why they call us the power of the people. We are here because of the power of the people who shares our videos, who share Kyagulanyi mwali musubira Kyagulanyi okubeera nga bano babesige bammwe. Era I'm warning you, Judge Owiny Dollo, you are going to go under the majesty rule. You are going to be blacklisted anywhere. Anywhere you are going to be blacklisted. More of you appear in Zekuno because you have clearly demonstrated that you work for the dictator. You have clearly demonstrated. Tell him it's like omuntu ayogera mti nze Syria nyama ndyamu supu. That is what your statement is. Ogamba mbutolya nyama olyamu supu. If you are ready to abide by the Constitution of Uganda, what does it say about evidence? What does it say about affidavit? What does it say about... So, Judge Owiny Dollo wetereze. Tuchimanyi for sure bannayuganda kano njagala kabalekera. Tuchimanyi nti there is nothing. Don't expect anything from the court. Bannayuganda temusuubirayo kintu kyonna kuva mu court. Court yaffe egenda kubeera mmwe omuntu wa bulijjo. Kati ali ku Twitter, kati ali ku internet, kati ali everywhere. Kati omusango mwe mugenda okera kumacha mugambe mukyayagala Museveni abakala kate banga eryo, mukyayagala Museveni abatte banga lino, mukyayagala Museveni abatte banga eddala. That's why Kyagulanyi yabagamba nti at the end of the day ngenda kuddayo mbuuze bannayuganda kiki baagala. Naye bannayuganda mmanyi kye mwagala. Bannayuganda, I know and I have trust in you. My fellow Ugandans, I have trust in you. Ostegera, I have trust in you. I have trust in you. Nchimanyi, if we come to you and we ask you, okubeera nga mubeera ba final judges, you are not going to betray us. If Honorable Kyagulanyi comes to you, if His Excellency Kyagulanyi comes to you and he asks you for a verdict, okujajinga echintu kino, okujajinga fate, okujajinga kalulu kamwe, because you came up massively. Mwena mwakuba akalulu bannange temuggwamu maanyi kubanga tukomawo gye muli ngengeri gye mwatukubira akalulu ngengeri gye mwalonda Honorable Kyagulanyi, His Excellency. This is how you must judge ekintu kino kubanga kyekyo twayagala tubayise buli kimu totta kibe nga tonna kikenenya ndusu. Nandyogedde okusinga wano naye bannange bannayuganda mbasaba mwe musigadde bajjaji. Mwe musigadde bajjaji. Bannayuganda mwe musigadde bajjaji. Swearinga buli wolaba kale ne ya red. Kyagulanyi waligwa we tugenda oggwa. Kyagulanyi wakyatugamba kye tukola. So therefore don't expect that idiot Judge Dollo to decide. To expectinga oyo muumba tutu Owiny Dollo. Kubanga, I know you watch our videos. That's why you come out and start stating all this. Oyo bujajo muumba tu tutagenda claiming. Mulawe tuogera nemisiwa nejitwerega. Tuogeza busungu. Tuchayogeranga tuogera buogezi. Naye if Kyagulanyi gives us the authority to determine the fate of Uganda, basajja mmwe mujja kwefukira ne mu mpale zammwe. If Kyagulanyi comes back to the public, n'abagamba nti you the public determine the fate of Uganda, Museveni ajja kuttako bosse, tujja kusonga mbeere entebe mu ntebe. Mbagala nnyo musharinge video eno, mbagalira ddala.